Hold on, people. Here I come. Oh yeah, here I am. So I bet you didn't categorize me as a barefoot shoe kind of guy. Well, for a long time I wasn't. I liked the big old puffy marshmallow shoes. The more cushioning and padding, the better. But now I'm a barefoot shoe guy. About 9 months ago, I bought my first pair of Vivobarefoot shoes. These right here. These are the Primus Trail Firm Ground, if that makes any difference to you. So I watched a lot of reviews online that other people did. Other people went into great detail about pros and cons, what they liked, what they didn't like, what the shoe was all about. And based on that, I decided to buy a pair, and I bought these, and I've had them for 9 months. And I'm not going to make you wait. I love these. They're fantastic. See that? And I got the blue, obviously, with the white sole. So one thing about these that I should tell you is that I don't use these as an outside the house shoe. I don't take them to the gym. I don't go running in them. I don't climb trails in them. I don't do a lot of that stuff. But when I'm in the house, I need something that makes my feet feel good. And these make my feet feel good when I'm in the house. So when I come home, I take off my outside shoes and I put on my inside shoes. Hello, Mr. Rogers. And these are my inside shoes, and they have been for the last 9 months. There's not much to them. There's no heel. They're kind of like a zero drop, what they call zero drop, and you're really connected to the ground. I can feel the floors. I can feel the carpets here. And my foot has a chance to sort of relax and breathe and spread out inside these shoes. And that's because these shoes have a number of different features, but they have this wider toe box here. They call it a toe box, so it's bigger. Now, these are not the best looking shoes. Sorry, Vivobarefoot. This is kind of like a platypus bill. I'm not going to say clown shoe, but form follows function here. So they have to look like this so that your feet can spread out. And my feet are so comfortable inside these, and I would really rather not go without these shoes. I look forward to coming home. Immediately outside shoe goes off, this shoe comes on. So I'm really happy with them. They have that inside sole which comes out if you want to take that out. I just leave it in there. Here's one thing I don't like about these shoes. It's this lace. This lacing system, a lot of people complain about this. That's one negative. It's basically a string that you use to, you put your foot in there and then you cinch this thing down, and then you end up with this long flappy thing hanging on, which gets in the way and could get caught in some machinery and you could lose your leg. I'm kidding. That's not going to happen to you. But it could get wet, it could get tangled in the car door, who knows where it could end up. So you kind of have to take it and tuck it up inside here, like this, and that's kind of a pain. And then it's still kind of flopping around. So not an ideal design with the lacing system. And Vivobarefoot does have other laces. They have regular lacing systems, but this one is supposed to be a speed. Like, I think it's for speed. You get in, you cinch it down, and off you go. But the extra time you spend fiddling around with the flapper here, you kind of lose time. Better off with laces. So not wild about that, but I am wild about every other thing about this shoe. Really great. So based on that, I bought a second pair. And here, look what was delivered the other day. We got some new Vivobarefoot shoes in here for Joe. Let's take a look at what they are. I'm not really a great unboxing video guy, but as you can tell, I'm struggling. There, that's what they look like when they arrive at your door. And these are a different style. Hold on, let's get this equipment out of the way here. This is the Motus. Vivobarefoot Motus. And these are sexy. And these look way better, right? So these look good. I got them in black. You've got this little green tongue licking around your arch area, which is nice, and it's got this sort of plastic sole, rubber sole that's I was trying not to say rubber sole. I said it. Let's just go with it. Rubberized sole. Here, it's kind of in the shape of a foot. It's got the big toe here. Fit-wise and feel-wise, these feel just as good as these, right? So I love the way they fit. These just look better. And again, we have the same cinching lace-up system here, where you get your foot in there and then you cinch this down, and you got the old flapper. And this, they have a new hook on this, which is someone's big idea. Thank you, but it doesn't work because you got to spend time figuring out how to get it hooked on there, and it always comes flying off like that. So you're still stuck with having to take this thing and push it up, weave it up inside here somehow so that it's out of the way. And it kind of, yeah, same problem. Now, here's something very interesting about this shoe that I didn't realize until it arrived. Let me show you. With this shoe, as in most ordinary shoes that the world has known, there's a tongue here. What we call a tongue in the shoe business, in the shoe wearing business. I'd see that as a tongue right there. This one, the Motus, does not have a tongue. This whole upper piece is like one piece booty that you slip your foot into, and there's just no tongue system here. It's all one piece. See if I can show you that. See that? It's all one thing. And it has laces on top of that, which what ends up happening is when you put your foot in, and I'll talk about that in a minute, and you cinch this thing down, I'll show you that the material kind of folds over onto itself. See that, how it's kind of folding over there? That's a little weird. But overall, I like this shoe a lot. I'm as happy with this so far. I've only been wearing them a couple days. And I love the logo thing at the back. That's great. Great design, really aesthetically pleasing, and as comfortable as the Primus Trail. Okay, so can't go wrong with either one as far as I'm concerned. Now, this shoe, actually both of them, they're not slip-on shoes, right? So if you can't bend, you're going to have someone help you get into these shoes. I can bend, so I can get myself in, but it takes two hands, right? You have to put your foot in there. You got to open up this, hold the back of it, and slip your foot in there, and then you're in. So not an easy on and off situation with this, but once you're in, it's glorious. Really, you're in. It's like, it's a wonderful feeling for your feet. Your feet are happy, and you're going around. And again, I wear these inside the house, but I'm really, really happy with these. I'm glad I bought them. I'm looking at their dress shoe, the Vivobarefoot dress shoe. That might be my next move. But I wanted to let you know that these get a green light from me. I really like them a lot, and I'm glad I bought them. They are expensive. So Vivobarefoot is high-end, expensive. But I was watching these and watching them and watching them and watching them, and all of a sudden they went on sale, like 30% off. So I grabbed them. And they've got great colors. So another trick I use is that if you don't see the color you want in men's, or if you're a woman, you don't see the color you want in women's, and go over to the women's shoe, and if they have better colors over there, just figure out what your shoe size is in a woman's shoe. There's no shame in doing that. You get a great shoe, it fits, you get the color you want. And I've done that in the past with New Balance. I have a pair of New Balance women's shoes. I'm not afraid to tell you that. And I love them. They're like a size 11 woman's, and they're great. And I wore them to a function the other day. People were distracted by how wonderful they were. I said, these are women's shoes. And they're like, really? I'm like, yeah, they are. But back to Vivo. I'm happy with these. I hope that helps you make your purchase decision. Be nice to one another. Thanks for watching this video. Do something good for yourself. Be patient with people out there. That's the end of this video. See you in the next one. I'm Joe. Come on, we gotta get these shoes. Looks like our shoe store in here. We gotta get this straightened out.